Erin Christiansen. You're watching KGUN 9 on your side. News at 10.
2011 was a crazy year across the country weather-wise, beginning with a lot of slipping and sliding. A series of snow and ice storms ushered in the new year, overwhelming road crews and keeping planes grounded, leaving passengers stranded. And there was little relief as January turned to February thanks to storms dumping snow from the plains to Maine. All that snow began to melt in spring, overwhelming the nation's major rivers. The Mississippi branched out to flood communities from Minnesota to Louisiana, and the Cirrus River in North Dakota crested at historic levels. The flooding forced more than 11,000 people to evacuate and left many of them with no home to return to. Springtime also ushered in one of the deadliest tornado seasons in history. Over 4 days in late April, 201 tornadoes killed more than 320 people in 6 states. But the worst was yet to come when in May, an E5 tornado leveled the town of Joplin, Missouri, killing at least 157 people. This past summer was the hottest in 75 years, and Texas was really feeling the heat with the highest recorded temperatures of any state in the nation. That made Texas ripe for wildfires that raged over hundreds of thousands of acres, destroying more than 1,500 homes. Hurricane season was quiet until Irene set her sights on the U.S. The Category 1 hurricane made landfall in North Carolina, but it was landlocked Vermont that bore the brunt of the storm's fury. In all, Irene was responsible for more than 40 deaths and $1 billion in damage spread over a dozen states. And before hurricane season had even ended, winter was back in the Northeast, dumping 2 feet of snow in some areas, leaving parts of Connecticut without power for more than a week. Taken individually, these events aren't without precedent, but to see all of it in just 1 year is pretty rare, if it's ever happened at all. And you know, Tucson has certainly had its share of wild weather events this year. In fact, the National Weather Service has cast its vote for the top 5 Tucson weather stories of 2011. Coming in at number 5, 81 straight days of no rain. Although it's been wet lately, the stretch between April 10th and June 29th ranks as Tucson's 4th longest dry streak on record. At number 4, always a novelty in the desert, snow. A late February storm brought nearly 2 inches of snow to Dove Mountain, Oro Valley, Catalina, the foothills, and Vail. Even a dusting of snow in the city. The event ranking number 3 on our list, the second hottest meteorological summer on record, with an average temperature of 87.8 degrees, falling shy of the all-time record by about 2 degrees. Number 2 for the top Tucson weather stories of the year, our late monsoon, 1-day record rainfall. You'll remember September 15th when several storms brought flash flooding. The airport recorded 2.84 inches of rain, a daily record, and the second wettest September day ever. And finally, Tucson's number 1 weather story of the year, our early February cold snap. An Arctic air mass dropped temps to the teens and 20s 4 nights in a row. An 18-degree low on February 3rd easily broke the daily record and was 1 degree from the all-time coldest February temp for Tucson. Frozen water pipes and a gas shortage left many in the city without water or heat. And I don't think too many Tucsonans will soon forget that. Well, that was the weather that was. And up next, I'll let you know what's in store for the new year. 9 on your side.